Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for match day 13. Wrexham AFC versus Salford City. Wrexham win 3-2 at the racecourse ground for a smash and grab win. What a game. Amazing game on Saturday. This team never gives up. Never gives up. Another 3 points. Moving on. Yeah, fantastic. EFL League Two. This is fantastic. Also, we did win in the cup earlier in the week, which is great. But I was hoping to get this out earlier, but unfortunately, we had a loss. You had to put our pet Salem down, our cat Salem down. He's very important to our family. He had cancer. He battled for over a year, and on Friday we had to put him to rest. So apologies for the delay in the content. And I know there's a lot going on in the world, but I wanted to get something up. I wanted to get the reaction out, but I wanted to just also let you guys know why the delay and what's been going on here. So I hope everyone else is doing well. And the football helps in little ways for little tinges. So big loss to us, but But let's get into the football now. Let's get into this Wrexham game. It was one of the best games I've seen since the 5-5. I got to tell you. Team never gives up. Parkinson's team never gives up. Really bad first 35 minutes, out of rhythm. The team wasn't quite clicking. Gave up that first goal, squandered some chances. Salford, were really at it. Really compact team, like their squad. Obviously, there's a Manchester United contingent in there. Obviously, not Manchester United players, but owners, Ryan Giggs and Nicky Butt and the like. So it was a big game. Big game, and really impressed with the team. Really impressed with the fight back. Really impressed with how just that it's a never give up. The team doesn't know when to go down. It's like the Rocky Balboa of football teams. League Two. I've never seen anything like it. Never have I ever seen anything like it. We want to score first. We want to come onto the front foot, press, and but we never do that. We just never do that. We always have to make things harder, but it makes for great watching of football. And in front of the racecourse ground, this team just doesn't know how to give up. 2 goals in 2 minutes at the end, win 3-2, and we're gonna walk through it a little bit. I said, really impressed with the game. I woke up early to watch it. Fantastic. I had every intention to get it out there. It's just life takes over sometimes, but let's continue on with it. Okay, so it was match day 13, and there were some changes made. No Tozer, but Okonkwo was back in goal. Great, really like him. Although his kicking was a little off on Saturday. I don't know, a little flat. I'm not sure what was going on there. 3-5-2. We played a regular 3-5-2 with Egan O'Connell, Thomas O'Connor, get those right. O'Connell and O'Connor. Okay, O'Connell and O'Connor. Great. And Hayden. So they made the back three. We had Aaron James and James McLean. I thought James McLean looked really great down that left side. He's popping up everywhere. His crossing ability for corners, which led to our first goal with Elliot Lee, was fantastic. Really like him. Aaron James, youngster, I think he's 18 years old, came on and played, started the match. Really, he did okay. It wasn't the occasion didn't get after him. He did come on in the midweek for the cup game, but I think he's 18 years old and he's got a big prospect. But him coming on for Barnett, who's been out for a little bit with I think with his red card. He might have one more game. I'm not sure. We'll have to check on that. But yeah. Then we had George Evans, Elliot Lee, James Jones, Ollie Palmer, and Paul Mullen, of course. Paul Mullen did captain the side. Yeah, no Tozer. But yeah, the team looked good. 3-5-2 at kickoff. Salford was in 14 at 14 points in 16th place, and we were in 7th, I believe, with 20 points. So just outside of the the playoffs, which, listen, it was a fiery start, but we just didn't, in the first half, we just didn't look at it. And it wasn't because, you're not up for the game. I don't think we're not up for the game. It's just about getting that rhythm, getting in the rhythm. And Salford looked to come out and fight. And that's what they should have done. They were away from home, coming into the racecourse ground, 9,771 fans. Lowest number for the year, but I think that's because we have some of the away area closed off. We have to look into that too. But still rocking and rolling. And unfortunately, 14 minutes in, Salford take the lead. Short corner, back header, diving header. Okonkwo got beat. He did make an effort, but Hayden just didn't get to the ball fast enough, and unfortunately, we went down 1-0. And then that's indicative of how we've been going about with some of these games in the league, which again doesn't slow us down. We continue to fight. 19th minute, Wrexham had a breakaway after O'Connor, went wide with a cross. But it's just like we had good movements. We had good movements. Mullen was dropping back, and I think Palmer wasn't holding the ball up. That's text message. Sorry, I'll turn that off. Palmer wasn't holding the ball up, and I think that our midfield was not getting overrun. Which I'll go to my man of the match, which was Elliot Lee, by the way. Which was Elliot Lee. I thought he was fantastic, and obviously he scored our first goal. But our midfield wasn't quite. The ball wasn't clicking. Our passing was off. It wasn't working. And going through that 19th minute with that breakaway, we did shift to the channels. We're getting the ball out wide, but it just that last bit of magic ball wasn't getting right until we got to that second half. We did have a response, I would say, but that first 35 minutes were really just not great. That first half we could throw that away. The crowd was a little silent. Not that they weren't always behind them, but they were silent. I think it was the 23rd minute or 28th minute. I'm trying to see when that was. It was the 26th minute, I believe. There was the crowd was clapping. There was a loss, I think, in the town. I believe it was for Eleanor. I apologize if I'm getting that wrong, but it was a great show for support and for everybody. That was great to see. The crowd was into it for that. But that first half, we can just put that aside. Okonkwo had some great saves. He said his kicking was off a little bit. But okay, we're going into the half, and we go into the half thinking, okay, we're gonna be down 2-0 because Salford did score. I believe, in the 36th minute. Yeah, okay, 36 minutes. Salford did score in the 36 minutes. Okay. We think we're going into the half. We're going to be down 2-0. But then again, this team pops up. Elliot Lee, back post, cross from McLean. Fantastic. And he gets his first goal in 5 games. That's his 8th goal of the season. I thought he was fantastic. Thought he was fantastic for the rest of the game after he scored. Really lively. And McLean's crosses from the side, left foot, right foot, he gets it in there. Really like him. But hey, typical Wrexham, love the spirit, and let's go. Going into halftime, down 2-1. Is there going to be a great fight back? Of course there is, because it's Wrexham. But you don't see it at the time. We have hindsight 2-3 days afterwards, or even like right after the game. That's why it's the Wrexham reaction. So going into there, Salford was still up for it. Palmer missed a shot in the 51st minute, unlucky. And at this point we're putting long balls up to Palmer 57, 58 minutes in there. It's just not sticking. Mullen didn't have his best game, and that's not to say Mullen had a bad game. He didn't have his best game. He did captain the side, so good luck for him to do that. But subs came on 63rd minute. Wrexham, Palmer for Fletcher, Jordan Davies for Aaron James, and I thought this is what the move that changed it. After that second half, it was just kind of we weren't quite clicking, but this is what did it. And credit to Parkinson to bringing on Fletcher early and pulling off Palmer, who has been that hold up guy, balls into the box for him. Credit to Parkinson. He knows his team, and this is what changed the game. Fletcher went up front with Mullen, and I thought that it was the changing point of the game. We were still not quite clicking. We're trying to figure it out. I gotta say, we did have a lot of chances, and we squandered a lot of chances. But George Evans starting to get his feet under him. You can definitely see he has skill. Him and Elliot Lee definitely are getting their patterns right later on in the match. But in the beginning of the match, they were not. But I do think that they started clicking with Mullen and with Fletcher after they both came on. we just started pressing, and it was like no. We weren't stopping. It was just fight, fight, fight. Let's go. Can't lose these 3 points. At that point, I think it was 81, 82 minutes. 82 minutes in, there was an unbelievable chance by Fletcher and Davies. Like I said, keep him at a couple great saves over the bar. It just like it didn't happen. Other days we could have had 6 or 7 goals. It's one of those days where like, I'll keep us having a worldie. It's just not going to happen. And it happens. You hit the bar, you hit the post. It's not going to click. But on this day with the constant pressure. And the constant pressure, it happens. In the 85th minute, I don't know how we didn't score. There was a clear off at the line. There was a diving header from one of the defenders from Salford City, and then all of a sudden it clicks in. 87 minutes in, Dalby, Fletcher, Mullen, Fletcher, boom, 2-2. It's in, and let's go. We didn't even get a chance to celebrate the goal because 2 minutes later, Davies win with the winner. 3-2 straight through from the left side, and Dalby just crosses it to Davies, and Davies just laces it through, and there it is, 3-2, runs to the crowd. Here we go, bang! Oh man, the race course ground was pumping, and at that point, you think there's no way we're losing this game, and they don't lose the game, and that's what happens. This team never gives up, never gives up. It's fight on. And I wish you could see this for most teams. And then it's about effort. We've all played the game, or maybe you haven't played the game, played a different sport. And the fact that, like, hey, you're going to lose. They're not going to lose. Not going to happen. The team believes in themselves. It was a smash and grab 3 points. And then I think Okonkwo at the end, I think it was the 93rd minute, big save off a header. I think Okonkwo, for coming in, 4, 8, maybe 7 games into the season, has done really well. We just look at times we're conceding a ton of goals, we're scoring a ton of goals. I think Okonkwo does really well, and the team just doesn't know how to stop, and it's very impressive. It's very impressive to see this a League Two side come up and do all this work. But yeah, big 3 points, smash and grab, but maybe it's not a smash and grab. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just how we do it. We got to get down. We got to get beat up. Maybe it's like Rocky. You got to get to the 12th round or the 11th round. It's one more round, and it's always that way. And they seem to come back. And Wrexham with 23 points going to 5th. We are 3 points off Stockport, who have 26 points. So, and Salford dropped to 13th, but my man of the match was Elliot Lee. But yeah, we're in 5th, 3 points off the top, and that's where we want to be. Want to be in the chase, want to be in the fight. It's a long season. It's only October. We're still in the cup. So I think today we just announced who we got in the cup. Let me just check on check on Instagram here. Let's see what's going on. Who we got in the cup. The draw was today. I can't find it. Okay. We'll travel to Mansfield Town in the first round of the FA Cup. So that's what's going on. Yeah, the Mansfield Town first round of the FA Cup. That's great. That is coming up. I don't know tickets, but yeah, Mansfield Town FA Cup in that first round. So that's good. Got a game on the weekend. And that game is the 21st. And who are we playing? Bradford City. Bradford City on the weekend. I believe it is an away match. I'm going to double check that because we work without a net here. I probably should do a little bit better. Please don't judge me. But yeah, I believe it's an away game. Hold on. Wrexham schedule. Okay, Wrexham schedule. Yeah, this week in Bradford City. Bradford City. Okay. Yeah, League Two, Saturday. Bradford City versus Wrexham. And the game is at Bradford City. Okay, and Bradford City coming up. They played 13 games. They have 8 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses, and they are in 11th, and they have 19 points, and we have 23. So big game coming up. Really excited about that one. We'll be watching that. And up the town, and they just never give up. Fantastic. And like I said, I hope to get this out sooner. I want to keep the content going, and unfortunately, like I said, we lost a good one on Friday, Cat Salem. So hope everyone's well. Hug the ones you love, and thank you for watching. That is your Wrexham reaction for match day 13. Wrexham win 3-2. What a fantastic match. All right, we will talk soon.